Interacting with women, be it in social or professional settings, can often be a ridiculous experience. While it's essential to remember that individual experiences may vary, I'll share my perspective on why some men approach these interactions cautiously, particularly in the context of modern society and the curse of feminism.
In today's culture, there seems to be a trend of excusing women for their mistakes and lies, especially in corporate and professional circles. This trend can make working with women a challenging experience. Pointing out errors or seeking clarification can sometimes be misconstrued as disrespecting women. It raises the question, should women be immune to scrutiny? This phenomenon seems to reflect elements of egotism and narcissism, where women are portrayed as all-knowing and faultless. Anecdotes from the past reveal instances where women's statements were taken at face value, without due process. In situations like these, where false accusations are thrown around without verification, it creates an environment where defending oneself is seen as an act of aggression. This aspect of our culture raises concerns about whether we're fostering a narcissistic atmosphere, where women are elevated to an infallible status. How society views men. Our culture often perpetuates the idea that men are sexually perverted while holding women less morally accountable, particularly in social and informal settings. Challenging this notion can sometimes lead to accusations of disrespecting women. However, respect should be a two-way street, applicable to all individuals based on their character, regardless of gender. It's essential to consider whether enabling certain behaviors equates to genuine respect. In some social settings, men may find themselves surrounded by reactive, sensation-seeking, and sexually charged individuals, while women may exploit their aggressive behaviors to gain advantages they haven't earned. This can be discouraging for emotionally balanced men with strong principles. Men who don't condone female narcissism may feel out of place in such environments as they resist the role of enabler. Unpacking gender norms. In our culture, women are often excused from conforming to gender norms, while men are held to stricter standards. For instance, a recent Instagram post highlighting a man's request for his wife to refrain from posting certain pictures and interacting with random men at work was met with accusations of insecurity and pathetic behavior. However, if a woman were in a precarious situation, societal expectations would dictate that the man should be ready to protect her. This situation raises important questions about gender norms and equality. Should women have the freedom to act without restrictions while expecting men to fulfill traditional roles as protectors? Why men are increasingly staying away from women. Maintaining boundaries, even with close female friends, has become a crucial aspect of navigating modern society. This approach stems from a desire to avoid being labeled as controlling on one hand or a coward on the other. Striking a balance between self-preservation and societal expectations can be challenging, especially when it comes to safety considerations. In today's world, women rightfully enjoy the freedom to make their own choices, including going out and enjoying themselves independently. However, it's equally important for individuals to take responsibility for the consequences of their choices. Men should not be held accountable for women's actions, particularly when they choose to engage in activities that might put their safety at risk. The notion of male selflessness, where men are expected to prioritize the welfare of women in their lives, be providers, and make endless sacrifices, has deep historical roots. However, this traditional role is being questioned by many men who seek more balanced and equitable relationships. Society's response to female wrongs. A concerning trend in our culture is the differential treatment of men and women when they engage in questionable behavior. For instance, if a woman cheats in a relationship and ends it unfairly, she is often portrayed as the victim, eliciting sympathy. Meanwhile, the man is scrutinized for his role in the situation, perpetuating a dynamic where women are rarely held accountable for their actions. This dynamic often perpetuates the scapegoating of men who refuse to participate in such scenarios. Gender-based violence and double standards. Our culture sometimes seems to tolerate violence and cruelty directed at males while vehemently opposing the same behavior when it involves women. Legal systems and societal norms can perpetuate this double standard, leaving men to fend for themselves in situations where they are antagonized or marked. It's disheartening to note that even some self-proclaimed feminists support and encourage this behavior, further complicating the quest for gender equality. Many women seem content with the status quo, where they can capitalize on male behavior, which has often been shaped by societal influences. This arrangement allows them to wield influence over men in their culture. This dynamic is most evident when women align themselves with individuals they may consider bad boys while turning a blind eye to their negative behaviors. In this societal framework, women often prefer drones, individuals who may be physically strong but lack emotional composure and self-awareness. These drones, while fulfilling specific social roles, may not possess the qualities of emotional intelligence and self-control that some women seek in partners. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.